Welcome back to Behind the Blue Lights, the channel where we shine a spotlight on police conduct, examine the law in action, defend civil rights, and call for accountability where it's due. Today's feature is courtesy of Scouse Audits. Make sure you check out his channel and subscribe. He deserves recognition for his work. In this episode, Scouse is outside a petrol station where he spots a police vehicle after witnessing an arrest. He begins filming and calmly questions an officer still inside the car, raising a valid concern about whether personal information may have been mishandled. But what follows is startling. Instead of addressing the question, the officer reacts badly, shoving Scouse Audits and turning the exchange into a full-blown confrontation that ends with him being taken to the ground. At one stage, an officer even appears to strike him.
John.
Is that John Morton?
Yeah, it is, yeah. John Morton, yeah.
Just come sit
Filming
me
us.
then, mate, please.
You get out of my face, please.
Get it out of your face, why? What are you going to do?
We're currently in the process of speaking to an individual.
In the process, you think you find you were sitting in the vehicle, weren't you, mate? So now you're talking.
Yeah, I was sitting in the vehicle, yeah.
Nonsense. You want to put my address online? Hey, is there no...
Don't know your address.
Hey,
Don't know your address.
silly game now. Because now you're facing an enemy.
I don't know your address, mate, so... I know your name's John.
Hey, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Because you know what you've just done? You've just done a breach of data protection, mate. Yes, you have.
Under the UK GDPR and the Data Protection Act 2018, personal data, such as someone's full name, must be safeguarded, especially when linked to previous dealings with police. Officers act as data controllers when handling this type of information, and they have a legal duty not to disclose it unnecessarily. If an officer called out the auditor's full name in earshot of a bystander with no right to hear it, that could amount to a breach. Intent doesn't always matter. Even accidental disclosure can still be unlawful. Police are trained to exercise discretion, particularly in public spaces, and a casual remark could easily cross the line into a data protection failure.
Thank you very much for that. That's why I said this little idiot has just done a nice box of data protection. Just told them my name to an absolute stranger. No, excuse me. Right.
John, can you...
Listen, do not put your hands on me. Why, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Listen, you just put your hands on me. What are you doing?
What are you doing, John? Calm yourself down. No, don't
get your hands off me. Listen, you come out and approach me. Alright, your colleague has just shoved me.
Calm yourself down.
Calm yourself down. No, right.
Calm down.
Listen, I am not irate. It's called freedom of speech, and I will tell you. Alright, your colleague has just put hands on. Your colleague has just put hands on me. That's classed as unwanted contact. It's battery and assault. You got out thinking you were a bit... Excuse me. You're restricting my movement.
Even if the auditor was standing partly in the way of the car door, that alone doesn't give an officer the right to use force. Police are expected to communicate clearly and only use physical action as a last resort. In this case, rather than responding to the privacy concern, the officer chose to shove the auditor and attempt to drive off, an unnecessary escalation. Legally, under Section 39 of the Criminal Justice Act 1988, battery occurs when unlawful force is applied. Unless the officer can show the shove was both necessary and proportionate to the situation, it could technically amount to battery. The auditor wasn't violent or threatening, he was holding the police to account. The push looked more like an emotional reaction than a lawful intervention.
What you call as assault, it's battery and unwanted contact. You just touched me. So what if I touch you? Yeah, look, you're touching me now. Please move away. But I will use reasonable force to detain you. I will use reasonable force to detain you. Go on, what? Do you want to touch me?
Yeah, can I get more patrols, please?
Go on,
to the Gulf petrol station on Victoria Road.
Come on. Come on.
Calm yourself down.
Calm yourself down. Look.
Don't put your hands on me, John.
Listen, you put your hands on me. Right, Section 33.
In my space.
Listen, you put your hands on me. It's classed as... Look, unwanted contact. Please don't touch me. Okay? Thank you very much.
It's the Gulf petrol station at Victoria Road.
Come on. And I'll take these as well. What?
John Morton?
Station. Very high.
John, just calm down. We don't know why
no, because your colleague has just breached data protection. You sit here on a job and your colleague has just given my full name to a random member of the public.
Because we know who you are.
It doesn't matter if you know who I am.
When the auditor refuses to calm down, he has a clear reason. His name had just been read out in front of a stranger, possibly breaching data laws. He wasn't being awkward for no reason, he was demanding his right to privacy. Instead of acknowledging the issue, the officer dismissively replies, "We know who you are." But knowing someone's identity doesn't mean you can announce it to others. That sort of response ignores the responsibilities placed on officers under the GDPR and the Data Protection Act. Saying "we know you" doesn't erase the fact that sensitive data was shared publicly, and it highlights a worrying disregard for data handling rules.
With you, that's why.
No, it wasn't a chat. Listen, I followed every single one of you on for 6 months, and I'll tell that to the camera. I've got all your addresses. I know where you run to the safe house on fucking Anchor Road. I couldn't get two.
Camera that you're trying to get into the vehicle.
It wasn't, no, I wasn't trying to get into the vehicle. I'll come over to your colleague. I'll come over to your colleague. Look, if you want to go to war, I'll have a straight look with everyone.
You stopped me colleague from closing the door, and then you put your hand on me, haven't you?
No, because you put your hands on me, which is classed as unwanted contact.
Right.
Up until this point, the auditor had been raising a valid concern. But then came a remark that crossed the line. "I've followed every one of you for 6 months. I've got all your addresses." That statement changes the tone completely. Whether meant as bravado or frustration, it sounds like intimidation. Legally, language like this could give officers cause for concern under Sections 4 or 5 of the Public Order Act, as it may reasonably be taken as threatening. Police officers are public servants, but they still have a right to feel safe. Bringing up their home addresses shifts the exchange from accountability into personal targeting, and undermines the auditor's position.
Identify yourself, please, Mucker.
You
need to, because no
I don't need to.
No,
4736.
You don't need to.
4736.
Name?
4736.
Based?
4736.
No, based
You're not being stopped,
sir. Then, it's as simple as that. What? Go on, what?
Do you want to get lots of Section 5?
Section 5? Where's the MG11 witness statements? MG11 witness statement? There's no agreed member of the public. I'm a different member of the public, alright, mate? You won't use your bullying tactics on me. Lock me up. Do what you want. I guarantee you, you'll have a letter. Where's the MG11 witness statement, agreed member of the public? Alright? I'm not boo-boo the fool, mate. I will. Freedom of speech.
Frustration boils over, and the auditor blurts out, "F off." Rude, yes, but not automatically criminal. Swearing at police isn't by itself an offense. For it to cross into a Section 5 public order offense, the words must cause harassment, alarm, or distress to someone present. Officers are trained to put up with a higher level of verbal abuse than the public. One officer then warns, "Do you want to be locked up for Section 5? But the auditor's quick retort, "Where's the milligram 11 witness statement?" shows sharp legal awareness. The milligram 11 is a formal witness form needed if someone claims they were genuinely distressed. Without a witness, a Section 5 charge can fall apart.
Freedom of speech.
Swear once more, you're getting locked up.
What are you, what? MG11 witness statement.
Swear once more, you're getting locked up.
MG11 witness statement.
So you just assaulted me then?
No, it didn't.
Just assaulted me then?
No,
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
You're under arrest, assault PC. Give me your hand now.
Come on.
Get down. On the floor, now. Get yourself down. Give me your hand. Get his hand. I've got both hands on it.
No need for worries.
I've got both hands. Come to the front here. Come to the front. Put them on his up and stand.
I'll take that also.
Don't kick out, mate. Stop resisting.
Don't kick out.
The situation intensifies. The auditor steps closer, possibly looking confrontational. Both officers push him back, and as he brushes their hands away, they immediately interpret it as resistance. One officer shouts assault and they launch into an arrest. Things spiral quickly. The auditor is forced down, handcuffed, and during the struggle, one officer appears to strike him in the face. That raises serious questions. Police are allowed to use force, but only what's reasonable and proportionate. A face strike during a restraint must be clearly justified by an imminent threat. Anything less risks crossing into excessive force.
Yeah.
Behind his back.
Right, John. You don't say anything, but in my own defence, if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later on in court, anything you do say maybe give evidence.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Right, are you going to cooperate now?
Yes.
Right. Shall we try and stand you up?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to roll you on your side, okay?
Yeah.
Keep your head. Right.
Come on, I love you guys, you know. I do. Thank you very much. You've just put £5,000 in my pocket. Thank you very much.
I think so.
I think so.
Flat on the ground and handcuffed, the auditor laughs and says, "Thanks, you've just put $5,000 in my pocket." It's a biting response, hinting at a civil claim. Whether exaggerated or not, the comment reflects confidence that the officer's actions, especially the alleged facial strike, could amount to unlawful force. Once restrained, the auditor posed little threat, so proving that level of force was necessary could be difficult. The remark shows he knows the law and is signaling that this won't end quietly.
See, the difference is that I know your policies better than you, and what you don't understand is what unwanted contact is. You don't understand if you put your hands on me, I'm well within my right.
Oh, don't you worry, John. It's on camera, mate.
So
It's on camera.
So fine. It's just
I didn't put my hands on you.
It's just, no, you touch me.
No,
It's
no, I
unwanted
didn't.
contact. Look, it's cool. Feel like you're out in court.
What happens?
It's just gone straight to the cloud, mate. It's just gone straight to the cloud.
Hold on, let's get the bag out of the way.
It's gone straight to the cloud, mate. It's just gone to 2.1 million people. It's fine. I'm not bothered.
Thank you. Any other patrols making Litchfield Street, you can
Let go with this hand so I can turn. I'm in. And you're not going to get no stress from me, mucker. None. Zero. It's fine. Yeah. So ciggies, lighter, keys, phone. Where's me phone? Who took me phone? Who took me phone?
No idea.
What do you mean, no ideas? You've just took the phone off me. No, where's me phone?
As the footage ends, the officer hauls the auditor into the back of the police car and slams the door shut. A moment that sums up the whole encounter: emotional, avoidable, and poorly handled. What began with a simple question about data protection spiraled into shoving, allegations of assault, swearing, and a heavy-handed arrest. The auditor didn't help himself with some of his language, but officers are trained to diffuse situations, not inflame them. Instead, we saw frustration take over, a possible misuse of force, and a Section 5 arrest that looked more like a way to end a messy confrontation than uphold the law. The auditor's final quip about £5,000 highlights how quickly incidents like this turn into legal challenges. But the real takeaway is this: it never needed to escalate. A calm explanation and professional restraint would have prevented the clash. Instead, both sides walked away worse off, and for the public watching, it's yet another example of why accountability and better training matter. That's the end of today's breakdown. If you found this episode useful, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe. It helps me keep producing independent coverage. And once again, credit to Scouse Audits, his channel is linked below. Go and support him. Thanks for watching.